God, today I'm going to be bringing you another video. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm back now. Today I'm going to be doing a tier list of my favorite moist things, and I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or Winter Solstice if you celebrate that sort of thing, and may your holidays be merry and joyful. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today I'm going to be doing a tier list and counting down some of the best moist things I could think of. Unfortunately, my opinions may clash with yours, and if you feel any murderous intentions while watching my video, please do not threat, but comment down below expressing your angers and I will address them. Okay, thank you. On with the video. Number 1. My first pick is water. As you can imagine, water is pretty moist. It is in fact one of the most moist things on earth. And this is just my opinion, but without water, we may not survive. So for that reason, I have decided to put water in S tier. And you know what? You water haters, yeah. Okay. Number 2, use towels. Now, this is a personal favorite. Not everyone will agree with this, but used towels are actually pretty interesting. This is a paradoxical quest because the more the towel dries, the wetter it gets. And to an extent, that is a mystery in itself, and towels can be quite moist, and for that reason I've decided to put it in B. It's no S tier, it's no A tier. I wouldn't put it in my breakfast, but it's definitely a B tier. Okay, moving on. Syrup on pancakes. Now, there's a few things I must address before deciding what I tier this. I know for a fact that you will all agree with me. Everybody likes their syrup on top of their pancakes, not seeped in. And after they reach that low point, they might as well be F tier. So because this is so difficult to put in depending on the degradity of the pancakes, I've decided to put it in C and D. Okay, moving on. Inspectah Moist. Inspectah Moist is a pretty cool guy, and for that reason alone, I think he should be S tier. I mean, without him, humanity would probably be doomed, so he goes along with water. Okay, moving on. Ingrown toenail. Now, the thing about ingrown toenails is, as you can clearly see in this image, there is leaking pus, and that creates a moist atmosphere where germs can cultivate. The pus stops the germs cultivating, and it's pretty awesome to watch. The moistness is very good, and for that reason, I'm putting it in B tier. Once again, it's no A tier. I definitely would not eat it for breakfast, but it certainly doesn't deserve to be any less than what it is. Number 6, the cum sock. The cum sock is pretty interesting and can be found under most teenage boys' beds. I would not recommend eating this. It goes in D tier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all you cum sock fans. It's just not happening. Number 7, mist. Mist is a pretty interesting concept because it is lots of little water molecules floating around in the air. I thought that was pretty cool, so I put it in C tier. I'll just put that there. Moving on. Banana bread. Banana bread is interesting because it has the properties of both bananas and bread. For example, it looks like bread but tastes like bananas. Banana bread is a delicacy of mine, and for that reason, I decided it's no dried towels or leaking thumbnails, but it certainly isn't a cum sock, so I'm putting it in C tier. Okay, moving on. The soap. I think the soap is definitely A tier. Moist soap, it is very good. Whoops, I dropped it. I dropped the soap. Whoops. Oh, okay, moving on, I guess. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, moist armpits. Now, I don't particularly like moist armpits myself. They're more damp than moist in my opinion, and they don't exactly taste good. So for that reason, maybe even the cum suck is better. So I'm putting it in E tier. Number 11, vagina. Now, the interesting thing about the vagina is that without it, human life would not exist. It only gets moist sometimes, but the vagina is very important, and for that reason, I'm putting it in A tier. It's certainly no Inspectah moist or water, but it's up there with the greats. Number 11, a mirror after the shower. Now, a mirror after a shower is covered in water, and you can like draw faces on it, and that's pretty cool. So for that reason, I'm putting it in C tier, because not only is mist and banana bread pretty cool, but so are mirrors. Okay, moving on. Gloves after a snowball. This is stinky. I do not like gloves after snowball fight because they are all soggy. That is not moist, it is soggy. There is a clear difference. And for that reason, I'm putting it in E tier. Moving on. Nasal cavity. Number 14. The nasal cavity is amazing in itself. It's full of mucus, it catches things, it's got hairs, you can smell with it. It's got many features like a Swiss knife army tool of the body. And for that reason, I'm putting it in B tier. Moving on, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be just what you get. A 4chaner uploaded a photo anonymously to the site showcasing his feet in a plastic bin of lettuce. With this statement, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Admittedly, he had shoes on, but that's even worse. The post went live at 11:38 p.m. on July 16, and a mere 20 minutes later, the Burger King in question was alerted to the rogue employee. At least, I hope he's rogue. How did it happen? Well, the Burger King employee hadn't removed the EXIF data from the uploaded photo, which suggested the culprit was somewhere in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. This was at 11:47. 3 minutes later, at 11:50, the Burger King branch address was posted with wishes of happy unemployment. 5 minutes later, the news station was contacted by another 4chaner. And 3 minutes later, at 11:58, a link was posted. Burger King's Tell Us About Us online forum. The foot photo, otherwise known as Exhibit A, was attached. Cleveland Scene magazine contacted the Burger King in question the next day. When questioned, the breakfast shift told manager, "Oh, I know who that is." And for that reason, I'm putting it in S tier. That's not the right one. And for that reason, I'm putting it in S tier. I mean, come on, we couldn't live without Burger King, right? Moving on. The cum monster. The cum monster is a definite A tier. I think without the cum monster, life would cease to faster. And for that reason, I've decided to put the cum monster in A tier. Number like 17 or something. The desert. Not even moist, putting it in F tier. I know that's not what I think it is. A water balloon? Yes, you read my mind. Water balloons are cool. I put them in D tier. Shit. Moving on. we have jelly. Jelly is... What isn't jelly? It may be known by the Americans as Jello, but to me, certainly to me, jelly is what inspires. And for that reason, it's going next to the nasal cavity above the mirror in B. And last but certainly not least, we have the sea pickle. The sea pickle lives in the ocean, and the ocean is undoubtedly at least 1% water, and for that reason it is quite moist, and therefore anything living in it would be so too. And for that reason, the sea pickle goes in C tier. That has concluded my explanation as to what I would put in the moist tier list. Have a happy holidays, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.